What's going on, Glide world, social media world, Meerkat world, Facebook world, Twitter world, Instagram world, LinkedIn world, YouTube world, whatever world there is. No, yeah, I'm coming at you today, man. I just talked to one of my team members, partners that, work with me in several businesses. And I gotta say this because a lot of people just think, oh man, you just do good and stuff just happens to you and all that stuff. But after talking to him, man, I pretty much want to share this because I feel like one of the greatest commodities there is information. And some years ago, I'm on my own business since I was 21. It's been different businesses, of course, but I worked for myself since I was 21 years old. I'm 35 years old now. So I'm 15 years in of working for myself full time. I'm not saying any of this to sound boastful or bragging, but I am saying it to say this, that what I've realized is, I'm a Christian, so, I believe in the Bible, I believe in God, I believe in Jesus. But I do believe that God gives us the power to co-create our own life. And there's like a really powerful gift that everybody has to literally create what you want through the way you think. And so what I learned is you have to literally live. You have to mentally, every morning that I wake up, you have to mentally live from the solution of your problem. You have to mentally go into the future, see what it feels like, see what the experience is from the future, from the solution of what your problem is back here, and live in that, feel it, get it, because what scripture says is ask and it shall be given, seek and ye shall find. It says believe that you have received and you shall have. So, but I know that a lot of churches don't really go into depth about that, but when you believe that you have it, what you're doing is you're going there mentally and you receiving it and you're already thankful because you're in it. So you mentally see yourself in the solution. And what happens is the way this thing works, and I don't have it all figured out. I promise you I don't. But I do know this, and I don't know it to the fullest extent, but I do know that when I do that, or when you do that, you actually begin, like right now, you're living in a residual effect of your past thoughts. Whatever it is that you're receiving, whether it's good news, bad news, good situations, bad situations, whatever it is that you're receiving, it's a residual effect of the way you used to think. So what am I saying? You can literally change your life right now by the way you think. Whatever you thinking about all the time, you will get whatever dominates your brain. So what you have to do is you have to have a readily available thought process available for when the BS happens. Excuse my language. But for when the BS happens, because a negative and a positive can't occupy the same space at the same time. So what am I saying to you? When that BS appears in your life, you say, man, I'm starting to think right. I'm starting to think right. And that BS appears in your life. What happens is the way you've been thinking, it's kind of like relation to a plant growing. Just because you cut the plant off, the root is still there. When you dig the root up, it then replaces the thought. So, but if you cut the plant, the root is still there. It then has to die out and wither away because you stop watering that plant. That's the same way with the way you used to think. If you stop watering it and cut off its supply from feeding it, then it'll wither away, but it's still going to appear. It's not going to magically go away. So when you start to think right today and problems continue to arise, just allow that plant or that thought to wither away and die, and have you a thought that's wrote down, that's recorded, that you can hear and play back to yourself over and over and over and over and over again. And the question is asked, how long should you do that? How long should you listen to those thoughts until you're receiving the results of what you want to think about? Period. Let's go. Turn up. It's your boy, Brian S. Harris. Follow me on Facebook. Like me. All that good stuff.